on the team. He wanted out of Houston. There's nothing wrong with that. And as soon as he started speaking up about that, that's when these civil cases came. About a week or two later, after he decided he wanted out of Houston and was forcing his way out the door, speaking on truth, then these civil cases came on him, and they tried to damage his character. They tried to diminish his value as a football player, as a quarterback, because they know once these accusations come, and even if criminal charges are dropped, they're going to be some media talking heads like Steven Steppenfetcher Smith, who's going to continue to say things like, well, because what he said during the time that the accusation started to come about was that Deshaun Watson up until this point hadn't had any type of behavioral issues in his professional career, college career. Nowhere in time had he had any issues. But now, because these accusations come, now it tarnishes your reputation. See, no matter if it's pursued in a court of law or not, the court of public opinion ultimately decides your legacy, unfortunately. Unfortunately. And this is why black men, we got to be clean at all times. We have to be clean at all times. We got to be right. The Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan said that our righteousness will sustain us. Well, what does that mean? That means that we have to be clean and striving to live a righteous life at all times, because the enemy is going to be constantly working. The enemy is constantly working to create situations and traps and pits for you to step in so that you can get caught up. Constantly doing that. And if we're not striving to live a righteous life, then when you get pulled over by the police and you got things in your vehicle that should not be there, then your character is going to become crucified. If we get caught pulled over by the police drinking, now they want to accuse you of a DUI. Your character is on trial. See, once it hit the paperwork with white folks, it's there forever. No matter what you do, no matter what you say, no matter how much rehab you go through. Remember Michael Vick? Remember the Michael Vick dogfighting case? Even though Mike Vick wasn't even involved hands-on himself, Michael Vick received the brunt of that situation. And because Mike Vick received the brunt of that, ended up ultimately going to prison, serving time in prison, right, for perjury, but then came out, went into halfway house, was released, all of those different things. But then he started to do a bunch of different community activists, sitting down with animal enthusiasts, dog lovers, doing everything that they asked you to do so that they can know that you're sorry for what you did. This is the treatment that they want to put you under, because ultimately white people look at black men, especially black men, as boys. So we want to know that you're sorry. So in order to know that you're sorry, we need you to do this, and we need you to go speak here, and we need you to go and donate money here. Right? So Mike Vick did all this apologizing, did all of this rehab, and till this day, they still bring up Michael Vick in the dogfight game. He can't beat it. He can't beat it. So I say that to say that once it hit the paper, it's there forever. No matter how much you apologize, no matter how much rehabilitation you do, no matter how many non-profits you start, it's still going to be on your record. And this is what they trying to do with Deshaun Watson.